with me, Lord, walk with me. Please walk with me.
3,000 voices and we're speaking through you. No telling what these party people might do.
I remember I had to jump out of this window in front of me. Luckily my wings worked.
3,000 voices and we're speaking through you. No telling what these party people might do.
I've seen a face of terror, hate consumes them. Innocent subdued, descending altitude, nowhere to run or hide.
3,000 voices and we're speaking through you. No telling what these party people might do.
Running on spirals, stepping on bones. Ashes I'm swallowing, liberty, doing my job.
3,000 voices and we're speaking through you. No telling what these party people might do.
I saw this bird fly through the city skyline. Felt a rumble, dust, debris and rubble covered blocks for
3,000
miles.
voices and we're speaking through you. No telling what these party people might do.
Honey, I love you. Tell the children God bless them. And then I did everything I could do.
3,000 voices and we're speaking through you. No telling what these party people might do.
United, terrified, death confessions, fear and loathing, buildings closing in, air
Crime
Americans.
tricks the body, body puts the mind on safety. The autopilot virus sizes up all of you fakelings.
The president says
We don't need no water, let it burn. Raise the roof and let them know there's no concern.
we shall return.
Decline tricks the body, body puts the mind on safety. The autopilot virus sizes up all of you fakelings.
The president says
We don't need no water, let it burn. Raise the roof and let them know there's no concern.
we shall return.
Good evening, everyone. I have come to you this evening to begin a spiral, ongoing, of challenging the cause and core of rock music, the great anti-freedom force of the planet. So won't you be seated so that we can begin?
Illmatic was classic and Dead Livers was full of static. Ready to die is what I was listening to between classes. Recorded one in my garage at my mom's house. Don't ever disrespect Mr. Martinez at my dad's house. The raised Billy adopted him at his terrible tools. UFO sightings and crashes upon the news. He think he can rap with Chris. He thinks he's DMC and Christopher thinks he's Run. You probably getting dead. Somewhere along the way metal came into play. His cousin Marcus in his face playing air guitar anyway. Bark at the moon and Motley Crue post a paper. Going to catechism with Paul, searching for savior. Recognize Daphne immediately. A wolf in sheep's clothing, classic immediate B. I'm dead serious. Mia Magnus is DOS. Mastin is Ghetto Boys, Domination is Kid Frost. Alex B. Rain and Nonsense. B.E. Wool, Ruben studded upon so fair. I am Mike the Duel, and all you stupid peasants was making fun of us at school. Cassie the Kelly Green of the century, Mrs. Cool. Waldrop, the only reason I graduated, perhaps. Method Man drops the cow, bring the pain, I collapse.
That shit is classic.
And so is Fair as the Mon Killer. So was Oracle's Creed and Frontline. So is that song Thriller. My name is Honorary Counts Raven. I'm Michael, I'm Reason, I'm Mr. Osborne, I'm Bobby Fischer, I'm Psycho, I'm Zane. Sanity came, then it went. I'm fallen idol, I'm fallen angel, I'm Cyrus Recital, I'm Bishop's Bible. I'm ADF's dream and nightmare, I'm a coward, I'm a hero, I'm a vampire, sucking you punks' powers. Bad brother, ugly the most vixens, and I suck at this rap shit, but I'm good at the business. Let's go!
Now that you know the subject of the matter, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes as we implore God for our protection in this endeavor.
Welcome to a world of bloody fangs and sheepskins, vampires and violence, vipers and heathens, saints and serpents, rodents and lions, earthquakes and wildfires, churches and suicidals, volcanoes and broken stables displayed in God's Bible. Space needles and AIDS, angels and demons and snakes, Satan and Jesus and hate machines describe the people today. Rage, evil, and riots, jakes, deception and tyrants, devils with tridents, Lucifer and God's alliance. Sodomy and malice, creatures and havoc, grim reapers and black magic, disease and crack addicts, vixens and drug traffic, fiends and streetwalkers, dreams and chaos, home of the world trade disorder. I-5 assassin and killers in Green River, psychopaths and lunatics, Ted Bundys and dead livers. Heroes and villains, lizards and politicians, masons and dragons, wicked voodoo and mathematicians. Racial division, cocaine and snakes hissing, heroin rape victims, milk trays with a dozen faces missing. Faith and religion, lost souls and supernovas, fallen stars and angels, outrageous loaders and super soldiers. Owls and allies, sinners and vagabonds, scoundrels and super rats, mutation and vets from Vietnam.
It's the war.
Devil advocates and Nephilim's duel, gypsies and cherubs, hellhound and clerics with inherited tools, wizards and druids fluid, fight music, metal and rap and the views. Saturday nights and bar fights, feel the wrath of recluse.
It's
Haven for Draven, a palace for Magnus, a habitat for phantom, capture the magic and golden straight jackets. It's buried treasure, it's gloomy, it's underground, it's raw, it's energies like something you never felt before. It's heaven, it's hell, it's life, it's twice as futuristic, it's soul dominion, it's home to me. Welcome to Grayskul.
Once the person gives himself to this rhythm, he has a fallen angel
over him or in him.
Dope is only for hustling tight ninjas, distributed throughout the streets for the fiends. If you're not careful, then it just might get you. Put an end to all your dreams.
It ain't quite the same as that first dosage. Exposed to the most explosive crew on the face of this earth's surface, but few will grow discouraged to pursue the music. Like street distribution, let's move shit and watch them lose it.
You can't deny the way this makes you feel inside. You wanna listen to it over and over and take a ride and see if worth it is. Yes, no promiscuous effects, just a better look at what's coming to you in half steps. Exceed the Frankenstein walk in the park, oddball LeBron or be Oz and John Anatomy for season 4. You bout to be addicted, specifically Michael's terrific. Into some counseling, shave your hair off and get with it. Needle be dripping in the city of Weestwick. Poisonous tablets establish imagination and wit. Basically perfect, allergic to observe the Eiffel. We touring the world around ours back while you remain spiteful. I am the face, feeder, breeder, my clergy extinguishes holy water from you prom quiz. Queen beaters, get a life and then die. Try and reincarnate yourself as somebody that's fly and knows why.
Dope is only for hustling tight ninjas, distributed throughout the streets for the fiends. If you're not careful, then it just might get you. Put an end to all your dreams.
It ain't quite the same as that first dosage. Exposed to the most explosive crew on the face of this earth's surface, but few will grow discouraged to pursue the music. Like street distribution, let's move shit and watch them lose it. I've seen them struggle for so long to try to bubble and move on. Flustered and puzzled, they can't. The hustle is all wrong. They're stuck in this rainstorm beneath the needle, seduced by these corner creatures, intrigued by inner demons in you. Define the meaning of juice, the new demeanor for Q, and only few will be designed to shine. Remind them the truth that without the minds in our shoes and rhymes in this booth, who from JFK to the streets of LA would they be amused with? Aside from our slew of producers moving the major units, we brought the rain to 50 states with 5 exclusives. Stupid humans seem confused with the gospel and think we're gothic, weird and obnoxious, and appear to be eerie and awkward. The last before the corner market, the product is dope. Perhaps the only cold followed artist for the martyrs that seem to know just how potent these flows stimulate both sides of the brain. We Grayskul, bring the rain, remain on top of our game.
Dope is only for hustling tight ninjas, distributed throughout the streets for the fiends. If you're not careful, then it just might get you. Put an end to all your dreams.
It ain't quite the same as that first dosage. Exposed to the most explosive crew on the face of this earth's surface, but few will grow discouraged to pursue the music. Like street distribution, let's move shit and watch them lose it.
Whoa! You're listening to SKUL. Welcome to the show. I'll be your host. We're gonna set it off straight with some music, so here's another hit from our boys.
Blood.
I think I've heard this a million times in a million ways, and how many millions they think they can spend in a day. Looking to do what we do? I don't think so. Put them on a road in an orange limo, the OD van with broken windows. When you're way too broke to run coast to coast in a blistering cold. Yo, wouldn't it be cool to get paid for these shows? No, pay them dues. First group 2 renter and sport the blues out of LR jeans that stain my shoes. Just in our in Butte, Montana, imagine us flipping our vans. Damn. 7 of us in a minivan, and in a matter of seconds ended upside down. We made it safe and sound with a few scratches bruises and bruises. Who's this crew who would die for the music? Who never loses? Some new shit you should listen to, buddy. Some bloody radio shit. Risk them the clips that'll spit at DJs with crates full of shit. Witness the greats in this bitch. These stations hate to admit it. DJs perpetuate and inhibit the way you think. Rotating the same old image. The payroll gimmick. There ain't no limit. The hoes are spinning like there ain't no minute. It goes without bringing the most top billing, but dealing with us, we got everybody singing.
What makes the world go round?
Radio.
What makes you scream out loud?
Radio.
The only thing you know is
Radio.
you soak this.
Radio.
Cultivated children of our time, you are the reason why we say
No, no,
we are the reason why you say
no.
Go ahead and spit it, reveal it, kill it, because we're gonna steal it. Bloody radio inside of your home, you gotta live with it.
My drool awoke me when it started touching my arm. Pharmaceutical studio trapped inside of my parents. This neighborhood that I am parked in, it's colorful apartment. Apart from these black and white people wearing 70s garments. The exactly smiles upon their faces, creepy, needy, beady eyes, suit and ties. Dresses quite neatly. See what is moving is the way they look at me at a time like this, and as if to say, you don't know what we know? Pardon me then. We invite you into our house. It's about to start, sit on this couch. You'll never ever doubt the power of the radio again, friend. Just then, the living room begins spinning, giggles turning to laughter, repetitive screaming, percussion, monotonism. Some of them whispering, some of them snapping, some of them going psycho, perhaps to have a hissy fit. Happen, imagine all of this unraveling into the brains of the abdomen and hating what I'm hearing, but after a million times.
what makes the world go round?
Radio.
What makes you scream out loud?
Radio.
The only thing you know is
Radio.
you soak this.
Radio.
Cultivated children of our time, you are the reason why we say
No, no,
we are the reason why you say
no.
Go ahead and spit it, reveal it, kill it, because we're gonna steal it. Bloody radio inside of your home, you gotta live with it.
I swear they turn the cubes up just to make me nauseous. They listen to the same old, same lame, monotonous topics. They refrain and stop this obnoxious shit. It's killing me, doc. You got some therapy? I feel like killing radio jocks. No matter where I go, could be at a show with some spotted stereos blaring. Young jock is scary, yo. I swear I'm plotting bury you. When will it stop? Apparently not for another hot minute. The clock's ticking, but watch these radios won't stop spinning.
AM, FM, Sirius, satellite delirious. XMJ, merger face feeder curious. I heard that your master used to be the angel of music until he just losed it. Until you just lose it. AM, FM radio, the same time every evening, morning, afternoon, and nighttime for the coffin, sniffle, sneezing, bloody, aching, forsaken symptoms of brainwash. Patience. I think we have another one, Jay, for every single station.
what makes the world go round?
Radio.
What makes you scream out loud?
Radio.
The only thing you know is
Radio.
you soak this.
Radio.
Cultivated children of our time, you are the reason why we say
No, no,
we are the reason why you say
no.
Go ahead and spit it, reveal it, kill it, because we're gonna steal it. Bloody radio inside of your home, you gotta live with it.
It's hard for me to load my tech with my acrylic fingernails on.
Yeah. Grayskul, the season of hell is among us. You know which way it's coming, man. I know which way the wind blows and how to load a tech up. Chipping the arm, ripped out and healing when I stop kneeling. You see dirt, then bloody, you boogie with skin off your back, pulled over your head like a hoodie. You find me in the bar in a thorn with Spike Lee before you catch me in a long white tee. Hair on my grill like I just hit a deer, and he rocked chick in my ear, snuck a pistol in here. 7 pair of 7 jeans in a line, then add 7 more pair that got iller designs. It'll take 7 more before I pull out the card and sign. 21 pair cocked at the same time with a card that ain't mine. That'll divvy up the sniffery, throw it in the car for that special delivery. While the kryptonite look breastfed and reek like the pissy sheets in Superman's deathbed.
21 pairs of 7 jeans, so for 17 hell's winter blowing out the bloody radio. This means your screw drove it as far as the fluid proves. You're fussing a pus of Pascal, side of your head is ruined. Vein popping the goblin with a scalpel, you popping the collar and wearing diamonds by the mouthful. Similar in comparison, both are powerful. We're coming from original spell bindable animals. Weathermen, dominion, dominance, rhyme sayers, def jucks, equaling accomplishments. Went to the house of Denmark and got it done. You can't imagine how much fun we were having on the road was fun. Like it or not, we took the wick and the thorn and got respect in the southeast, west, and north.
So everyone likes ska pop
Except
now.
I guess for home, welcome to Washington and Oregon, attack of the clothes.
Stick to the plan, man, stick to the plan. Jeff jokes. Some have managed to paddle past this calamity with tragedies deep, where the savage is the beast and broken family sleep. Where smoke fills the atmosphere after the clap in the heat between gangs beef in the streets after liquor and weed. And some have found a fraction of peace away from utter destruction, mayhem and disorder caught in the plot of social dysfunction. A place raped by the faces of evil seductions, money, lust, and vanity. They dance in such corruptions. There's those who have broken the mold from this consumption, intoxicated and watch plenty fold. The creatures amongst this malice evoke bloody radio substance, a polluted nation infested with hatred through the circumference. Brain waves slumber they out of your slaves. It's something intangible, man versus a legion of dark shadows. Enraged the grave, reason is craven recruits. His Magnus the phantom assumes the wilderness, the ghosts in black caverns.
Macklemore tried to change my swing. Nope. Fastest in the school, 4.3. Easily. Grade point average, embarrassing about a 1.9. On the way to a 2.3. Football coach doesn't really like me. Missed 2-a-days, ran it back in spite of the lack of blockers. First string varsity. Get on the line and run till you start vomiting. 20-some touchdowns and 20-some home runs. Playing for Kirtland in the summer during school, the Scorpions. Hit it out of Ricketts very young, 521 feet deep in Grand Junction. Impressed the scouts enough to go to college. On my way to Arizona, increasing my knowledge of this game that I thrive. I easily could have been stuck inside a different life next to Dibs and Buck 65.
Jeffrey's missing, Michael's missing, Robert's missing. You take their souls away. Jeffrey's missing, Michael's missing, Robert's missing.
What if they go away?
I misguided a child at the age of 18 who never went to school in pursuit of a dream. I was true in a class act that ruined his life fast. Was stupid and the whole world knew it. So then I dropped out and I never looked back. Alienated, related with cats that had my back. Got in the drugs, thugs, syndicated, sporting them rags. Virginia Beach was a trap, I was under attack. And if the skull and OD never existed, I'd probably end up in a state prison, convicted of multiple counts of robbery, malicious intent, rape, murder, or worse, persecuted, probably be dead. I had a mind full of demons, even made them my friends. They taught me how to lie, still and cheat, the art of revenge. A hate machine made me act out every thought in my head. A criminal, cold-blooded man. What happened to Jeff?
Jeffrey's missing, Michael's missing, Robert's missing.
You take their souls away.
Jeffrey's missing, Michael's missing, Robert's missing.
What if they go away?
Tightly winding the unseen bird winds the world spring. Finally aligning the last time I heard that bird sing. Left a trail of mouse bones. The falling leaves spell out my name. Try and find my way. Jeffrey's missing, Michael's missing, Robert's missing.
You take their souls away. scarecrow comes once. E-I-E-I-E-I. Twice. A scarecrow comes twice. E-I-E-I-E-I. Twice. A scarecrow comes 3 times. E-I-E-I-E-I. Run. A scarecrow comes run. E-I-E-I.
Better get away from how I feel when I put my arms out. Crucifixion, B-boy stands, do you know? Talking about me is a no-brainer. Gonna get you in trouble, these other people wanna come and try to emulate they stranger. But they're not. Run away, don't look back, or you might get caught in the middle of Magnus Raven. Eventual time spent in hell for us, heaven is radio blood. Gonna have another one of those remote control brainwash floods. We speak in the house, we northwest to west coast, we're midwest. Never heard anything like this in your life, cause we fresh. Reinvent you, thought you figured us out. We're gonna change every time, that's what I'm talking about with Grayskul. Gotta figure us out.
A scarecrow comes once. E-I-E-I-E-I. Twice. A scarecrow comes twice. E-I-E-I-E-I. Twice. A scarecrow comes 3 times. E-I-E-I-E-I. Run. A scarecrow comes run. E-I-E-I.
Inside the Kool-Aid. Nothing seems to matter anymore. Everyone is out of control. They've been manipulated, late, uninnovative and fake. Eliminate them, Jay. Incinerate them, blaze and make them pay for the way. Wait a minute. I'ma hit him with a baseball bat till his face falls flat. Let him know we the illest from Seattle to the Bay. Basically, your fair goes from the play. You make you choke on vapors that smoke from pages that burn with faithful count pray. Raving and crows away them and invoke the heinous out of those contained in the harvest raised in a age of an entire race of humans enslaved, consumed in a flames, forsaken and fallen from grace. Race to the top is mayhem in a pot of waste to rot, hate, agree to crop plague with evil plot lay where the worms infest and dwell and squirm in the depths of hell. Get to the moment, Magnus here for the wrath as it closes in. Mask yourself from the rolling winds and ask yourself when your end begins. The world spins when disaster strikes. Not once, not twice, but I believe there's creatures in the harvest.
A scarecrow comes once. E-I-E-I-E-I. Twice. A scarecrow comes twice. E-I-E-I-E-I. Twice. A scarecrow comes 3 times. E-I-E-I-E-I. Run. A scarecrow comes run. E-I-E-I.
Stumble with this if it's specific enough. For the strong, for the broom, for the wife, for the groom. Night fight, nice life, night. A different farmer's boulevard. Our job is to scare away vultures.
A scarecrow comes once. E-I-E-I-E-I. Twice. A scarecrow comes twice. E-I-E-I-E-I. Twice. A scarecrow comes 3 times. E-I-E-I-E-I. Run. A scarecrow comes run. E-I-E-I.
It gets so grimy here on SKUL. We're gonna keep it going in this half hour with non-stop music, so don't change that dial or I'll fucking kill you!
If I was Paul Wall, I would tell you to keep tipping till them wheels fall off. If I was Lil Jon, I'd be pouring that crumb juice all over my enemies' moms. If I was Outkast, I'd be bragging to motherfuckers I could sing and could rap. If I was Pimp C, I'd be counting the days till I got out to blow up the kings. But I'm not any of these, I'm from the West. Count Draven before his birth. Into my study, the library wall shifts and swivels on a spin. Got pennies on myself, throughout my mansion, I'ma win. Wondering why I'm always warning you fools, cause you was born with lots of brains but lack using your tools. Lyrical this, lyrical that, learn the mainstream, then apply it to arsenal. Now you're deadly on both sides of things. That's what the stadium taught me. Now I'm Sean the Awful, gigantic composer, a barfly. We sound mongrel. What I mean is we're aiming reach to you beyond. Say what you want and my Beatles will carry you beyond. Hey, perfect grade, this is gonna hurt. Pissing a priest off every day when I'm going to church. If I was Ludacris, I'd be saying move, get out of the way, it's Grayskul, bitch. Make a move, and if it ain't the right one, my ninja, you gonna lose. Cause ain't no such thing as halfway houses. You scared to death and that's it, haunted. Make a move, and if it ain't the right one, my ninja, you gonna lose. Cause ain't no such thing as halfway houses. You scared to death and that's it, haunted.
Imagine or even fathom the havoc behind the eyes of recluse, produced by visions of madness. I'm way beyond your level of antics, a living nightmare for featherweight punchline theatrics. I move elusive through the city that we split. Remain vigilant, cause you never know what this primitive beast is. I'll strike twice at double the speed of lightning. Generate intensified heat to melt your pipe dreams. That'll incinerate your ego. The puny morsels for these vultures that swarm cathedrals. The most lethal and savage is madness, mutated by the radiation of nuclear acid. Not your average rap, fabulous craft, surpass avatar. Massacre, crash, that'll batter your metaphor. Recruits the predator, last dragon, emperor, medical. When you war with your heat and show you who's superior. I'm a renegade, rampage, dominate the war zones, annihilate your enemies, and mutilate the peons, gladiate the front line, and level out the battlefield. The warriors are here to conquer, focus your anger, bring out the monster.
Make a move, and if it ain't the right one, my ninja, you're gonna lose. Cause ain't no such thing as halfway houses. You scared to death, and that's it, hide it. Make a move, and if it ain't the right one, my ninja, you're gonna lose. Cause ain't no such thing as halfway houses. You scared to death, and that's it, hide it.
Though cloud is full of doubt and shroud us in the midst of bliss, to watch us drown in their own pit of blood till every ounce drips. Strip them of their face until our love submits to malice. Between the grips of balance, burning specimens outside his palace. Where the serpent lays and slumbers, thunder roars from war cinematics. Have it captured outside his doors, yet he still ignores those in need of medics. Sleeps on fortune's pillow with smoke billows. His colony bleeds, economy's pollen is weak. Bitter blood, no surrender, render this tree of its fruit and bathed in its wondrous splendor. Venomous hate, sedated mayhem, seduced by roots of evil, forsaken from mighty havens, keeping truth from the people. A nation fooled and divided by fearsome tools and lies. Social demise and silent cries beneath the eye in the sky. But see this fire inside rises and refuses to die. Spiraling strike a viper in sight. I'm an owl in flight.
When the order finally organized, the storming of the gate, and justice has been redefined for every horned saint. The able-bodied soldiers put their quarters up to play. How much more could the coroner's office take? When the ordinary people leave their corner stores and cribs, they creep onto the lawns of every self-absorbing bitch. The citizens of Earth will put their quarters up to kiss. How much more can the coroner's office give?
I'd like to welcome you to Strange. This pertains hopefully to rearrange warped brains. Reverse curse, explain. Freezer burner makes you proud of the pain. The bloody radio imbeciles you lames with the plethora of plague. Invites you to a dance floor similar to Blade. Sooner or later intoxication makes you slave. Your soul is now stolen and put in a sound wave. Now let's assume that you find your way around. Realize that a torch is the only way to see now. Being chased by a goblin screaming in your face again. Trapped in the alleyway of Eastwick with the Aphex twins. You may begin now. Begin what? Begin life. And what is this? Begin death. Begin the end. Begin kid. Innocent. Begin old. Become mad. Begun sad. Become bad. Become God. Silence in heaven.
When the order finally organized, the storming of the gate, and justice has been redefined for every horned saint. The able-bodied soldiers put their quarters up to play. How much more could the coroner's office take? When the ordinary people leave their corner stores and cribs, they creep onto the lawns of every self-absorbing bitch. The citizens of Earth will put their quarters up to kiss. How much more can the coroner's office give?
No beauty in the eye of the beheaded. Rolling up the block trying to cop some unleaded. But first make the checks worth out to Mr. Network and keep that identity crisis up in your sweatshirt. Modify the Model T, commodify the Odyssey, and make believe you're breathing what you wanna breathe. Cops on the campground with their dirty hands out, and we teach the little ones to know when to stand down. You can't carry the weight, we gave it handles. Break bread with ghosts, play poker with vandals. And while the cool kids play marbles with bullets, I'm at the bar armed with my balls and my pool stick. Prepped with the lessons and the travels, the stress ball evolves for these battles. When they come for the prize of my kingdom's demise, I'm aiming at the whites of their thighs.
When the order finally organized, the storming of the gate, and justice has been redefined for every horned saint. The able-bodied soldiers put their quarters up to play. How much more could the coroner's office take? When the ordinary people leave their corner stores and cribs, they creep onto the lawns of every self-absorbing bitch. The citizens of Earth will put their quarters up to kiss. How much more can the coroner's office give?
You're listening to SKUL, where we keep the heat coming. Check out this next filthy skin crutcher. It's called Is It Me?
Count Drake, pleased to meet you. I'm the one you call goth, dark, and see-through. The one who thinks he is vampire with people. The one who thinks he is actually fighting evil. The incredible Christian Bale, illusionist to his own being a legend, guess his brain fell. Changing his name like Keith on every LP. When he cited die in his pockets at all times being fucking nerd. The one who mentions a movie or name drops every single stupid verse you wish this kid would stop. Medieval methods embedded in what he said it every time he rocks. Life he's not moving, shit is pathetic. Whoever led him into thinking he's professional? Who let him touch a mic in the first place? Confessional box slap with disgrace. In between God loving ugly and Satan's perfect face. Bloody radio's a waste. Do you see that? Do you believe that? Do you think you can touch that? Can you become that when you need that? Is this what you've been thinking all along but couldn't get it out? Is it me, man? Hey, yo, you see that? Do you believe that? Do you think you can touch that? Can you become that when you need that? Is this what you've been thinking all along but couldn't get it out? Is it me, man?
Your name is Magnus, the living magnum opus. You might know me, seen me at shows, we've opened few. Might perceive me as delusional with broken views. Heebie-jeebies is Michael, I'm spitting locust view. The only two you know who flew over the vocal booth. The only ones who speak of is returner in my crew. The rest of you refuse to learn and shun from what is true. Who are you recluse? The village fool full of witches brew. Performing rituals too sick for you to stomach. Who summons the spirit of God among us while you suckers run from them? I'll be the first to admit, it's just ridiculous. The nerve of this kid that insists that curses exist. The worst perversions of us humans either purge or submit. Convinced the words that he spit occurred to divert him from him. So listen, every time a verse is murdered, he's worked in his pen. Concerned the worst in him could return with a devilish grin.
Do you see that? Do you believe that? Do you think you can touch that? Can you become that when you need that? Is this what you've been thinking all along but couldn't get it out? Is it me, man? Hey, yo, you see that? Do you believe that? Do you think you can touch that? Can you become that when you need that? Is this what you've been thinking all along but couldn't get it out? Is it me, man? The cold swimming pool is what I give. I stay underwater for 7 minutes and 17 seconds.
Gigantic city swimming Liberty Lake. Innocent faces drift to witness the illest of symphonies play objective hate.
And if I die then I'm fly, but if I don't I'm still fly. To you feeble freaks.
Evil competes, the feeble eager to speak. The meek inherited speech, now they want a piece of the beat, a piece of me.
Speaking in tongue, radiophobia lung. Michael Smith in a bottle telling the sun where he comes from.
We follow the sun among many that failed. Your physical frail, give them evidence of heaven living in hell.
Here to save you all again because the first time you were not listening. Grayskul, send me Beretta twins.
Thomas Edison, a source with medicine for the venom that courses through veins with the ranges of corn. My God.
Do you see that? Do you believe that? Do you think you can touch that? Can you become that when you need that? Is this what you've been thinking all along but couldn't get it out? Is it me, man? Hey, yo, you see that? Do you believe that? Do you think you can touch that? Can you become that when you need that? Is this what you've been thinking all along but couldn't get it out? Is it me, man? Jacob's ladder. I seen him in your eyes looking at us with laughter. I seen him in Jacob's jewelry, the worst. I love Diamonds by Kanye, especially his second verse. He also invited Jesus to the club, so I think we're now allowed to go in and make demons run. Boogie Monster again, I play Vex. No more skyscrapers, New Orleans is underwater projects. And that's the object, operation, evacuation, population conflict. And then they pop Chris. Hire the police to hit the streets and go and pop Chris. Wallace, that is if you don't get it. Take 2 of every human and put him on red planet. Unidentified flying ark with no restricted. He thinks he's going to the island cause they told him. Don't let him say they may in heaven, enjoy yourselves. And let Run be irreverent because he always has been. At least to me, I created my own language after hearing Run DMC. Not from Seattle by Roswell. He's from Virginia Beach and he's from where all the stars dwell. Put your oxygen mask on and lean back. Limbo underneath the pitchfork cause too short's the map.
Raise your glasses, this is tragic. Drink from the cup of life, times are frantic. They all await you in the darkest shadows. Don't keep them waiting. Mind in the pedal.
Duck low, scope a bit of hope, choke slow. In the shadow, come from below, deep right, left, walk slowly. Look out for the hidden minds in the battle. Drink the blood of the hood in the streets. Cringe, feel the binge, been up for a week. Stare out the window, lean the seat back in the limbo. Watch life come to the meek. Tweaking, your jaws clench only on the weekend. And all left to right like you're speaking. What's that? Say it again. What? We're all trapped, lost with the road map, dead on our lap. But we keep driving, don't look out the rear view. We surviving like animals do. But what for? Eat to live, live to right, and watch the world eat us young in one bite. Let's toast.
Raise your glasses, this is tragic. Drink from the cup of life, times are frantic. They all await you in the darkest shadows. Don't keep them waiting. Mind in the pedal.
I see them all at a time, and snakes breathing, scheming how to undermine an angel without deceiving them. I see them all at a time, behind the scorpion's grip, tantalizing the victims with every kiss. I see them all at a time, destroy lives. They can make you lose a fortune and wife in one night. I see them all at a time, it's hard to beat them when you're constantly surrounded by your own inner demons. And so we bask in life's wondrous blunder, searching for reason, feeding on what seems to be the meaning of living and breathing. See, our feelings could mislead us sometimes, shield us and also defeat us, leave us inferior to the shadows after us. Within the absence of light, consumed our deepest fears are capable of summoning life from tombs that interferes. Here where the puppeteer steers through crosswinds, we all achieve a balance, but who's pulling the strings?
Hello, we're back and you're listening to SKUL. That's right, and it's me, your host. This shit ain't over yet, cause me and Gorlock here at SKUL only bring you the finest in bloody radio.
It smells like blood.
Enjoy, you little minion.
As I open up my mouth to show these people that I swallow my medication, it's obvious that I will do whatever it takes to get rid of these voices saying.
Feeling attraction, torn between them both in a storm of distractions. He swore he keep it floating, seeks for Atlantis, hopeless romantic, lost in the depths of Bermuda's voodoo in pursuit for Agatha. With that of an Uzi's caliber thoughts sporadic, he jot down life's amusement through musical plots. Dedication to his craft, detached from the road around him, complacent, forsake his past, create his sound more astounding. Through all his journeys he run through turbulent times, determined to climb the highest peak on Mount Zion. See, when he met her, a metaphor couldn't measure or even encapsulate the way he was infatuated. Indeed, there was no mistake. Proceeded to make moves and cultivate, she loved him and they created a cadence capable to like the darkest days. Whether it was silence, he would serenade. Whether the sky went gray, he would find his haven here. He'd embrace the rain and harness the thunder like a artist who would summon lightning with the slightest stroke from his pen. Compose his life on page, a way to dispense his pain. She would grow to hate the music. How could she resent this flame he felt was so therapeutic? See, they were one and the same, hip-hop and her alike, and she managed to sever this vein with a serrated knife. Jaded ultimatums like it's me or this mic fights. Narrated he gazed into the face of love and made a sacrifice.
As I open up my mouth to show these people that I swallow my medication, it's obvious that I will do whatever it takes to get rid of these voices saying. You don't believe me, think I'm suffering dementia, delusional brain hemorrhage open to remember. It's obvious I'll do what it takes to get rid of these voices.
declared all alone but two of us, me and my hobby. Three of us now, two of them taking over my body. I left this other one to get with this one, but this other one came along and stole me from both of them. Now we have one. Now it's just me and this one, so this other one comes along making it three of us, son. That's what I had if you were wondering, but also his twin was born earlier in my life, now he's snooping around again. He wants to be adopted and promises settlement. After all, I am his father, basically I was the one pregnant. So now there's four of us, it's time to go on tour again. And what do you know, the fifth one I was ignoring was at every single show along with his girls and bros. I came up with a fifth and a dead liver exposed till the fifth was finished and the sixth was a mistake. But I don't like the number 6 cause the 6 is but a snake. He temptation, so my relations are back to 5, till I had to change my name to Count Draven so he would stay alive. So now we're 7 inside. The hunger in me recently turned the full cause I ate. Should've swallowed my pride. Back to 5 now. It's just the 5 of us. If everything would've worked out, 8 is enough. Can't dawn on the past. Need to bring him home. Cause if I don't, Michael Martinez is dying alone.
As I open up my mouth to show these people that I swallow my medication, it's obvious that I will do whatever it takes to get rid of these voices saying
was nothing much to no one and knew. Nothing but survival in this Amazon city where evil surrounds you and you find yourself consumed by greed and hate plagues you. It's painful the way the rain can easily change you. You reason, internally bleeding, shamed and blameful, like forsaken from God's light, a fallen angel and hit you. Anointed, staring dead at a pistol, pointed right at your head, vision lead ripping through tissue. He's like you, spiteful, a viper with issues, and just might pull the trigger wishing he missed you. What a pickle to sit through, as vicious as pit bulls, and you can't fight, you just bite your tongue, furious. I see it all too clear, even to this day. The night I almost disappeared. The night my killer got away with every word I've ever wrote. Needless to say, I'm still blazing through these tracks with that gun in my face.
Nobody around here is us. Nobody can come close. Nobody can touch us. This doesn't mean as much to you as it does us.
And if it does, then try to take it from us. What?
Nobody around here is us. Nobody can come close. Nobody can touch us. This doesn't mean as much to you as it does us.
And if it does, then try to take it from us. What?
Yeah. When I walked in the place, I had invisible cape. Underneath was wearing camouflage, babe. Get the vapor and learn from a stranger who knows about giving candy away and luring you to danger. Arms out like a scarecrow. Come get it. I could put you in a figure 4, guillotine, pivot and break all of your leg and face bones. All of your fake, all that it takes is bass tone from smoking the boys' room. My Motley Crue behavior is appalling, the center of attention even when I use the rawling. But now it's different, I'm shooting the gift swiftly. Low down, gritty and grimy. Forget Shifty, forget Whitney, it's about Bobby and Billy, who grew up better than most people who take this game serious. We used to take it serious too, so we found out that it was more entertaining to mess around with you. Nobody around here is us. Nobody can come close, nobody can touch us. This doesn't mean as much to you as it does us.
And if it does, then try to take it from us. What?
Nobody around here is us. Nobody can come close, nobody can touch us. This doesn't mean as much to you as it does us.
And if it does, then try to take it from us. Concern yourself with an onslaught of gladiators with daggers and cloaks, facilitators and magic 8 arms that are batter and choke. The dead living in Emily Rose until the grease is exposed and whip a demon out your soul. And watch his flesh decompose. You can't oppose God's alliance. The science is too real. Created Magnus in his image with assignments to kill and spill. The blood of this primitive beast with thunderous speech. Witness the meek cease to speak. Feast on the weak, the obsolete.
I'm feeling better already about the rain. Dio, you need to turn it up and everybody say Grayskul is making me feel better than ever that I felt. I hope they get a platinum record on the shelf and just disappear into thin air when one hits. Wonders if you were thinking what I'm thinking about is we wanna make you feel this way without dumbing it down unless it's we ain't having it, pal. Nobody around here is us. Nobody can come close, nobody can touch us. This doesn't mean as much to you as it does us.
And if it does, then try to take it from us. What?
Nobody around here is us. Nobody can come close, nobody can touch us. This doesn't mean as much to you as it does us.
And if it does, then try to take it from us. What?
Maybe I'm walking too funny, too much of a zombie up in the tree above you, red hoodie, about to get revenge. Weapon of choice, psychology voice, played in reverse, music be masking, hopefully outcome pretend. And if it's not, I guess opposition approaches, umbrella commotion, omen with a problem for your pope and clergy eager to get you, Father Time and Monsignor mad at you, attitude absent under thy cloak now. You've never seen nothing like this since the Mothman. Detective be following you, not a cop man. Maybe Benicio speaking to you with 20 grams. You only one away from death, hope you have a plan.
When worlds collide and the demise of dreams invade the mind, and many plenty hide to never find the light behind the blinds. Optical pain, the reign of tyranny, weak, intriguing how equally perceive things we see in this world of Constantine. When hell is full, the dead will walk the earth, listen inverted. The living shall learn when heaven and hell emerge. Walking, chasing displacement of souls cold, parading aimlessly. It's a fight between immortal enemies over all entities. Made in his image, sins diminishing, infants that witness the grimmest of instances, simply living in hell's kitchen. Thus consider yourself warned, conditioned by hell's bond. The only resistance within is your dominion.
Belated birthday for the people blindfolded who keep their children unaware of Ruben when he glows. He sits in front of coffee table holding hands with Billy and Bobby and Cadence and Nicholas, not exposed. So quietly with some warning to all you thinking this is only experience ever obtained. Ever never say never whether thy feather drips. All over my ledger it's bloody tip crying without a soul shift.
I realize in time these words that I've written with reason would leave an impression and evil bleeding dominion. My pen would jerk in a curse of exert a verse and disperse it. Learning circular breathing, nervous when lurking in certain regions. Remote. Viewing people's perversions, flirting with creatures on earth. A serpent emerges and reaches a person through his or her weakness. Cursed and decent greetings, I further the feasting, a season of worship, demeaning impersonations of Jesus.
He says that I'm depressed and I'm gonna be coming to him soon. Anytime, children, I just want you to remember one thing. Anytime you get depressed, just remember, heaven is still coming.
Heaven is still coming?
I don't like it there.
Hey yo Jeff, Batista, feast your eyes upon these people living blind, able to walk amongst this earth and serve mankind, acting as if the flesh will be with you in the afterlife. All my angels go. They go. Encounters of the third kind, terrestrial, index glows. I'm sociopath in the primrose, cardinal, Michael's a mogul, you bifocal. All my angels go. Beautiful, ain't it? You tainted and born brainless, famous to everyone, but in heaven remain nameless. This ain't no motherfucking church rap. This is the plainest and straightforward way for us to explain common common sense. You either with us or against us. For instance, we know everybody that talks shit about us pissed us. You female snake from the bloody lake, bitch made. All my angels go. Wand magic, automatic, gun tragic, let them have it. We savage, you the battle, you enter God's gathering. Bad habits, now panic, cause something is still coming. Wand magic, automatic, gun tragic, let them have it. We savage, you the battle, you enter God's gathering. Bad habits, now panic, cause something is still coming.
It's hard to just ignore the voices that I hear when my mind is fully focused. As if the heavens open in attempts to write an opus. So let this pen commence the paper, it's the bloody culprit. Michael, I'm hearing angels scream as people start to run for their lives. Die from the gun, the innocent. Children killed by ignorant crime from blind citizens. In the city of sin, so grim and spine tingling. I hear the sirens sing, only to escort your soul to that next level death with a single step. Cold shoulder silhouette seduced within its widow's web. Hold what little strength is left in you and circle breath. You know a vixen's cry. Let them know I'm only here to float above the rest of me, a bleeding phoenix, leaving all that is deceiving behind. Make them believe in return, so they receive it in words. One day these people shall learn. Heaven is coming, summon sun and watch us burn.
Wand magic, automatic, gun tragic, let them have it. We savage, you the battle, you enter God's gathering. Bad habits, now panic, cause something is still coming. Wand magic, automatic, gun tragic, let them have it. We savage, you the battle, you enter God's gathering. Bad habits, now panic, cause something is still coming. Now that we got the almighty RS, we are able to reach you anywhere and hopefully embed a little faith that there is more to this life than constant digress. All my angels shit, go. Just know we talking to ourselves at the same time. The only perfect people reside in children's Valentine. Innocent till we teach them different now. They know the other side, yeah. Now my angels cry.
With every attempt to lift you from the shadows towards the light requires sacrifice. Every passing night I clash and fight with self to master right. Grasp a mic and lash at them. Give them raw material. Hit them up with this shit in the form of God's vision. Period. None shall stand among us and bleed like those before us you. Ignore the omens I see. The face feeders move elusive through receivers. We bleed blue, eternally see through your physical form, the inner creature.
Wand magic, automatic, gun tragic, let them have it. We savage, you the battle, you enter God's gathering. Bad habits, now panic, cause something is still coming. Wand magic, automatic, gun tragic, let them have it. We savage, you the battle, you enter God's gathering. Bad habits, now panic, cause something is still coming. Still coming.
Gorlock, you listen to me. I'm the fucking star of this shit. If you don't wanna, if you don't wanna be a part of this, you can walk out right that fucking door. You can walk right out that fucking door. Whoa, and we're back here on SKUL. Yeah, we know, Gorlock. It gets so grimy. Fuck.
You're tuned in to Shut the Fuck Up.
Hold your tongue. Even better, disappear. Hold your tongue. Even better, disappear.
Something about me you should know about. Break bread in the face of atheist doubt. You say you don't believe in God, but you talk about it more than the people who do believe in God. If you're right, back to dust. If I'm right, then you're fucked. It might sound like I'm being judgmental, but I'm tired of hearing these people and the disrespectful ways of talking shit about something that don't exist. What's wrong with having faith in something if it's positive? It's obvious that the world is based on good and bad. Women are wicked, men are stupid, and children have innocence until a certain age. Religion is gangbanging and fighting over which God to blame. Irritating at your step, preaching the word that a self-proclaimed visionary might have observed. I understand this negligence, babble of most Christians, Catholics, or Protestant, Muslim, and Mormon missions. Scientology, Buddhist, and Mason, high position. David Koresh, Anton LaVey, lower divisions. I think it's all about intuitive feeling, dealing with people one-on-one instead of still and revealing. You can tell when somebody sucks and needs to die. You can tell when somebody's trying to live a good life.
Hold your tongue. Even better, disappear. Hold your tongue. Even better, disappear.
It takes incredible strength to believe in something you can't see, especially surrounded by so much catastrophe. It's hard to read, the writings on the wall sometimes, drowning in shallow water searching for a pebble to climb. The devil's designed to shepherd the blind minds, and you and I, it's hard to find signs God exists at times. In a fog of lies high, a fire inside rise and recognize life contrived by divine. Don't sleep.